her best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Joe.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground. ETN, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. So this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. He'll get this off to ETN.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Murray now on first down.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 8 coming up. Straight ahead, ETN.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Throwing on first down. Simmons. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Off the play fake. Simmons. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. That right there, good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Raiders at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 31.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Go check, go check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check match, check match.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, Simmons. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Right there, right. Hey, pass. Dixie Everett. Dixie Everett.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Second and 8.
Mustang 19. Three.
Looking to throw. Simmons. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
70 Rangers. Hey, check that. Street. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Simmons. Slant to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Simmons firing quickly here, and that's complete. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked out short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
In motion right, that's Harrison. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
To throw on second down. Simmons. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Big! 7 Pirates!
To throw on third down. Simmons. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go, Reed, go!
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on. Check contact.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Adams the man in motion right.
Cut 19, go check.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 90 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Check, man. Check, man.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Simmons. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Hey, smash Broncos! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10, 47 yard line.
Three.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Rig alert! 19 tight! 19 tight! No check! No check! Go!
On 1st down, Simmons. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check mash! Check mash!
Looking to throw. Simmons. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, it shifts past him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. You've got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On second down, Etienne once more.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Please, Ryan.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit.